Hi, I'm Julia, and if you are parenting a neurodivergent child and often think, why does this feel like I missed a manual everyone else got? You didn't miss anything. There is no manual. And honestly, even if there was a manual, it wouldn't be written for your child anyway. And so no, it's not because you are doing it wrong. It's because a lot of advice out there sounds great, but it doesn't actually fit your individual situation. So most of the parents I work with care so deeply, love so deeply. They are thoughtful, they're observant, they are trying really, really, really hard. But they are not struggling because they don't care. They are struggling because the expectations, the societal beliefs and expectations placed on them and their child don't quite match the real life situation, right? So one of the biggest misunderstandings around neurodivergent children is that this idea that age equals ability. We hear things like they're 8 years old, they should be able to do A, B, and C. They are 12, they should know better. But on paper, that sounds reasonable, right? In real life, it often falls apart pretty quickly. Why? Because neurodivergent development doesn't move in straight lines. It does not. A child can be bright, articulate, super curious, even wise in some ways, and still have a nervous system that completely struggles with pressure, fast transitions, emotional demand, or adult-paced reasoning. So the adult and child mismatch. So when we interact with children based on how old they are, instead of where they are developmentally, we are unintentionally set them up to struggle. And then we're left wondering why everything turns into a battle. So here is the part that really, truly matters. Adults tend to communicate from logic and efficiency. We tend to explain, we tend to reason, we repeat ourselves, sometimes very calmly, sometimes less calmly. And neurodivergent children, what are they doing? They're often responding from their nervous system first. Because what other children do is exactly the same. So when an adult says, we've already talked about this, a child's body might be hearing, this is too much. I am not safe. I can't do this right now. And that's when you see shutdowns, we see refusals, avoidance, we see big explosions and emotional reactions, not because a child won't cooperate, but because their brain has gone offline under high expectation. So that gap between the adult expectations and child's developmental capacity isn't a behavior problem. It's a developmental and nervous system mismatch. So my work is about helping parents close that gap, not by lowering their expectations, but aligning them with the child's actual capacity in the moment. Because when adults adjust first, something really, really important, crucial happens. Children don't fall apart. They start to soften. They feel understood, heard, and seen. And when children feel understood, heard, and seen, connection strengthens. Learning becomes possible again, and everyone, parents included, can finally take a breath. If any of this felt familiar or quietly relieving to hear, that matters. You are not alone in this, and you don't have to figure it out all by yourself. I'm really glad you are here, and I'm super happy to be doing this work with Vanessa as well.